Got ourselves Grifka over for the team one. Not gonna be first, I think. It looks like it's gonna be Never Play Ellie. Never Play Ellie as an elemental shaman. Is he just an elemental player, but he realizes how it plays and he's like, yo boys, don't play Ellie. Don't play Ellie. That or I never play Ellie, but first time play Ellie, but every time he plays Ellie, first time, mad damage on Antarctica, element shaman blasted him out, karma to follow, to try to see if him and Zuen could just see if he can maybe blast out, never play Ellie. He got him some wall, guardian spirits and everything, frost shocks, earth shocks, he can't really touch the guy at all, maybe another knockback, try to see if he can close the gap, finally able to get some distance in onto never play Ellie, finally able to get some physical damage in there, but still super low on health, could be in a bad spot, trying to go for a bit of healing, as never play Ellie trying to go for a bit of recovery of his own. Antarctica no health whatsoever, kind of just on the last leg as never play Ellie, actually charges right around the corner with that high amount of blaster damage, frost shock to fall off of this one, lava burst, and just taking him out. My goodness, wait, the Evoker, wait, hold on, is it Evoker or is it Krager? Is it Evoker or is it Telrion? Looks like it's both. Charging out. Looks like it is not Evoker, it is Telrion. Okay, at least I figured it out fairly quickly. At least Never Play Ellie did not get blasted out with a one-shot by those two. Okay, we got a couple of those confusions tonight, but I'll forgive it because it just seems to be just a confusing night. Fear, as he's actually kind of next to a Never Play Ellie, not out in the open, kind of has some cover in case he ever needs to. And it's going to be a banner down, but immediately shocks the banner. Never Play Ellie's fast in the draw. Sees the banner, kills the banner. Going to be reflect up for Telrion right now, as Never Play Ellie just trying to go for a bit of a frost shock, lava burst to follow, going for a bunch of earth shocks back to back, killing surges right after. That's a lot of damage that he's able to do to Telrion. Blaze Storm finally available for Tel. It's going to be leap for Never Play Ellie. If you can't knock Tel back, he's going to leap away from him. And you always make sure to save at least a leap available whenever Telrion does finally get on top of him. Making sure that Tel can never, ever reach this guy ever again. As Tel does have Avatar, but he doesn't really have a lot of ways to close the gap or keep Never Play Ellie in place. Able to take down the totems before they stop him into a Warbreaker onto Never Play Ellie. Immediately knocks him back, even though he went for a Blaze Storm, did not get to his Blaze Storm fast enough. The fact that he needs to go for a stun, then Warbreaker, then a Blaze Storm, that's a lot of time for Never Play Ellie to respond back. He Trinket had knocked him back before the Blaze Storm went off, so by the time Telrion pressed it, he's already mid-air flying, nothing he can do about it. Into a big Skyfury totem available. Tel might just have to take down Skyfury, does go for a defensive stance as he sees Never Play Ellie go into full Avatar form. He knows there's going to be a lot of pressure from this man every time he sees it, taking down totems as soon as possible. Never Play Ellie right now, just get himself lots of Earth Shocks, lots of Frost Shocks, lots of damage on the Tel. He needs to get back in there at some point. He needs to be able to blast the guy out, lava burst flying in, just absolutely sending it. Estelle getting hit with a freeze yet again. More lava flying in. That's going to be Never Play Ellie. Just an absolute volcano erupted, so much magma out of his fingertips. But a fear and a reset for Tell may be the play. Fire Elemental right next to him. Goes in a bit of the battle sense. Might as well start attacking the Fire Ellie at this point, yeah? You might need to play it super defensive though, but at this point, I don't really know. Can you escape the Shaman? Can you somehow turn it around versus an Elemental? Because we've seen Elementals this week just absolutely dominate. Trick it out for Never Played Ellie. Last I want to tell, I think it might just be over. Does he have any more damage to follow after? Earthshock, Reflect is up in case there's a freezing trap. Fear to follow, Tell get himself a little bit more health, leaping away. Does he have any dots in himself? He might be okay if he can get himself. Wait, no, Masterfoot, what are you doing? No! Don't attack him! Don't auto him. Oh, I think Masterfoot auto and him might have denied him second wind. That's a big mistake. Just let him auto. Just let him duel. Don't auto attack him, please. I know you didn't do a lot of. Wait, are you shredding him? You did not just shred him. Masterfoot, you did not just come up and shred the guy. You gotta be kidding me. Just back away. If you can't hold your claws to yourself, back away, fella. Big damage on the Never Played Ellie. Guys trying to see if he can get himself an escape. Lava Burst getting sent in, and it's gonna be a banner down for Tell either way. Both of them are super low. Last to follow, Trinket out of it. Wait a second. Oh my god, Tell does end up recovering it. No way, Tell lifted. That Elemental Shaman was just blasted through the team, but Tell was able to take him down. It took down the top threat of that team. And the team won is at least give him a chance. Respect to let him catch up on a little bit of health. Whoever's going to be up next, one of these rogues, they're almost like lined up to try to go out versus Tell. It looks like at the front of the line might be Masterfoot, that or Grifka. Cheap shot on Tell, big secret technique, does have himself the big shield procking as he gets super low. Parry up versus Grifka immediately. This is where Tell needs to make sure he's maximizing the value, but after all that is done versus that Elemental Shaman, after him being completely spent, I don't really know what he could do much. Does catch Grifka, stun to follow, Warbreaker, Blaze Storm, Grifka with immediate evasion, trying to go for a big bleed, should be able to reach Grifka either way. The gouge to follow for a second, does go into battle sense for a moment. Telrion does have a chicken back up. so maybe he can make some kind of a play. Grifka super low on health. He is bled up. Trinket on Tell, immediate blaze, so no more anything for Grifka. Wait a second, he's just chopping right through the rogue. Wait, he got a bleed on him. Does he have a way to reconnect? If he has a way to reconnect back with Grifka, he'll be golden. Sad to follow. Does not have an out for this one. Still a dot rolling to Grifka. He's trying to see if he can get himself an escape. Still dotted though either way. Oh my goodness. If he's got a Blaze Storm, he can maybe deny Rogue a stun. Ooh, goes in for a Stormbolt as it's a stun by Grifka. Does go for the Trinket. Rogue now no longer has a out. Let's he go for Vanish. Disarm for just a second. Tell does slow him down. Vanish, charge to follow. Warbreaker right after. He just needs a couple of good bleeds on Grifka and they might just be dead. Blaze him to follow. Does Grifka go down to the dots? He's got bleeds. He's got bleeds. He's not in a great spot. He got him some CP Cup, but eventually the CP Cup stops working. And that just only bleeds. Shadow Step right after. Keeping Tell in combat him for a second. Does he get to reconnect? Trying to see if he can get to him. Sap to follow. Doesn't end up breaking out of it. I think it's still dots on the guy. Does he escape? No, not a clean one. Not a clean escape. Stormbolt to follow. Trying to see if he can stay on him. I think it's just an execute away. Blaze him to follow. I think it's done for cheat death right after Grifka does have a blaze on him, but I think it's over. Oh, cheap shot to follow. Last second. Trying to see if he can give himself a bit of survivability. Secret technique. Barely any health. How is he still alive? Blind to follow. How are you still alive? Grifka, what is happening? This rogue is just not gonna go down without a fight. Leap by the warrior dust. Should have put him in combat. Maybe put a bleed on the guy. Storm charge as he goes in for a smoke bomb. I think it's over, right? One execute is all he needs. One execute. Disarm. He disarmed the rogue just to make sure he doesn't get a weapons back whatsoever. Tell does end up coming out on top with that one. Man. From Never Played Ellie. Okay, Never Played Ellie is back, but he's dead. We'll count him as dead. He's not actually playing. He is dead. Master just decided to res him. He is dead. Probably shouldn't be resing nobody, but he is dead. It's gonna be from one rogue to the next though. Dalaran, you should be aware you're fighting a rogue. Somebody let this man know he's fighting a rogue, just to make sure he doesn't think he's fighting one of the warriors or the feral. Gonna be immediate trinket out of Mary Raid though. As he got himself evasion, Dalaran having to go for parry here. It's a lot of damage from the rogue. Goes in for advantage immediately. Does Dalaran have a bleed onto the rogue? He must have, right? He does have a bleed. Does he jump in there though? He's trying to see if he can leap right in. Mary still has a bleed. Could maybe get him back in combat. Does put him in combat with an auto attack. Cheap shot super DR for Tell. He doesn't have any stops right now. Unless the rogue goes for a blind or something. He actually cannot be stopped. Battle Masters, but it is going to be... Battle Sense rather. But it is going to be a blind. He needs to go back in defensive stance. At least he goes into defensive stance last second. Does he maybe get him out? Cheap shot? I think it was super DR stun. Oh no, Mary, your stuns are a little off right now. Blaze Storm, double Blaze Storm, doesn't even give a chance here. Oh my goodness. Doesn't give this rogue a chance to even get a stun in between. He is bled up. Looking for a bit of recovery here. Leap by the warrior. Try to see if he can catch up to Mary. I think still got dots on him. Still got a bleed. Still hurting. If he could maybe go for a battle stance, that could help out a ton. Oh, battle stance right there. Perfect. Picking up the eye as the battle stance goes down. Mary does not get a long stun at all. Full bleeds onto the rogue. There's only a matter of time until the rogue is done for. The rogue, cheap shot to execute. Oh, it does go down. And Dalaran, who's up next versus? Is it going to be Masterfoot or Kragar? Looks like Kragar's out there messing with the Evoker. It might be Kragar, actually. It might just be Kragar up next. We'll have to wait and see. It looks like it is. At least he's given Dalaran a chance to get himself a bit of an honor duel. My goodness. Both of them are going to be fighting each other. 67% dampening. Actually, I think this duel is going to be angled towards Tell. Because Kragar, part of his playstyle is healing, as if you're where playstyles go. But at this high dampening, he ain't healing much. So I think Dalaran honestly has an advantage. Banner down, Kragar having to take it out. Blaze Storm after Blaze Storm. Kragar having to try to see if he can fight through this. Disarm onto Kragar for a second. Parry out for Dalaran. And Kragar's kind of limited what he can do. Got him some big defensive, but he can't really fight through Tell. Even whatever healing he's got is very, very limited. Stormbolt to follow. I think it just might be over. Does go for Disarm last second, but it's going to be leap for Tell. Charge by Kragar. Fear mid leap. It's going to go for Shut him up for a second, but the dots. The bleeds do end up taking him out as a battle master chicken falls off. That's all he needed, is do enough damage. Since the guy can't heal, there's only so much he can do. Feral opening up onto Dalaran. He's definitely walking into this duel unprepared. Feral is trying to make sure he gets himself a proper opener. Tell does not have a parry or nothing. He can only do so much right now. Trying to see if he can go counter-offensive. Blaze Storm to follow. Whatever damage he's got, he's going to sink it into Masterfoot to make it harder for him to recover. As the next competitor is, should be able to fight him if you charge him. Looks like there's some scientific guard. It's going to be next over in team 2. Pam Bushko, the Shadow Place, looks like he's going to be up next. We got Jayhawk in the back. We got Evoke the Foot. Are you guys really rezzing the boys? As long as you guys are not like messing in the duel or nothing, letting Masterfoot fight this out. As long as you guys are not like intervening, I'm okay with it. Masterfoot is gonna have to find a way to dodge all these horror bolts. It's gonna be quite a bit of damage though, the horror of it all. Void Torrent to follow, that's a lot of damage taken. Trying to see if we can go for a bit of a reset. Pampushka with a full PI and everything, pets are active and all that. Shadow Fiend blasting out through Masterfoot, roots him in place for just a second. There's going to be more tentacles attacking Masterfoot, doing quite a bit of damage though whenever he's out in the open. Trying to see if he can cycle in the pet. Will be able to, at least able to take off some pressure off of his back with that pet no longer attacking him. Also gives Pampushka less resources they can build with Insanity building. Pampushka just needs a big execute on the Feral Druid. He's going to be able to escape the Fury last second. No help whatsoever. Does he get to escape? That is a little bit of Frenzied Region with Heart of the Wild, but at 89% dampening, you ain't healing for nothing. Neither is Pampushka. Big execute does take him. And that's it. Technically, the duel is over. Technically, Team 2 won. Kraga, Grifka, you guys got a chance to 2v1 really quickly. Brawl out right now. Shadow Priest trying to go for Bitter Disperse Fury into Grifka as Kraga getting charged out by the Evoker. Full blast damage coming out. Looks like it's a 2v2. It's a 1v1, but a 2v2. Two of them are having 1v1. Grifka actually getting locked down, but his Horribles back-to-back Shadow Strikes are going to let him win his duel. But Kraga was able to slay the dragon, and Jayhawk is literally the last one left. Oh my goodness, what if we did this? A duel where it's just a 2v2, 1v1. Two 1v1s happening at once. A sick format of vote. Yes, this could be kind of fun. It would be definitely hectic for me. And the duels will be, the matches will be real quick though. It's gonna be Nova on to Grifka. This is gonna be Jayhawk Wizard with a combustion. Down he goes. My goodness. Team did not want to go down without a fight. Though Team Tal did win that one. I mean, with Tal getting 4 and then Shadowprince getting 1 on Feral, that is their victory. It definitely goes to them. Even though we had a bit of a free-for-all at the end, it's definitely their victory. Tal is a monster. An arms warrior, man. Absolutely incredible.